He's not just like putting it aside like, hey, and you've probably heard, hey, everybody looks at women. Everybody looks at girls. No big deal. And even in some, hey, look but don't touch, and all kinds of nonsense. Do you see what Job is saying here? Do you see how Job is describing lust? He's not playing around. He's not playing, shabby little games. Everybody lusts, don't worry about it. That's not what he's talking about. I'm going to read this again, and I want you to consider what Job thinks about even himself lusting after a woman who's not his wife. I'm going to read it again. I've made a covenant with my eyes. Why then should I look upon a young woman? For what is the allotment of God from above and the inheritance of the Almighty from on high? Is it not destruction for the wicked and disaster for the workers of iniquity? You know what he's talking about there? He's talking about those who lust. That's what he's talking about. In verse 4, does he not see my ways and count on my steps? Doesn't he see me if I have these lustful thoughts towards someone who is not my wife? My friends, Job was a man of integrity. What a man. What a man. Oh, we make such excuses, do we not, for our lust? Do we not say that everybody does it? What do we say about that? Job has something to say about it. And I like what he says here. Job's wife was, Job's wife shows up in the narrative. But I want you to see what he says here in verse 2. For what is the allotment of God from above and the inheritance of the Almighty from on high? And while I can't really maybe say that no one would challenge the statement I'm about to make, but it seems like what he's saying is, when he says, what is the allotment from God? It seems like what he's saying is, God gave me a wife. He gave me this wonderful being called a wife. That came from God. I remember my dad saying to me one time, you think you got a wonderful wife? You do. But you think you deserved her? You think that? Bro, you don't deserve her. Kind of brought me up a little short. Kind of quieted me down a little bit there. I think that's what Job is saying right here. This allotment, this wife, that's from God. And what? And he's saying, what an offense against God, who gave you your wife to lust after another woman. What are you saying about God? Is what I believe Job is saying. God gave you this wife, and you're telling him, not good enough. Job's not messing around.